In this video we'll talk about Control 133, which is all about making sure that the cybersecurity policies and procedures that an organization has in place are supported by technical security standards. This is important because technical security standards provide the foundation for implementing the policies and procedures and ensure that the organization's systems and networks are secure. To comply with this control, organizations should first identify the technical security standards that are relevant to their industry and specific organization. These standards could include industry-specific standards such as ECC, NIST, ISO, or COBIT, or standards specific to certain types of technology such as operating systems, databases, and firewalls. There are a lot of reference and guidance for predefined documentation in the NCA website. However, it's only in Arabic. Once the relevant technical security standards have been identified, organizations should develop technical security standards that align with these standards and support their cybersecurity policies and procedures. For example, if an organization's policy requires that all data must be encrypted, the organization should develop technical security standards for data encryption that align with industry standards. Additionally, organizations should ensure that their technical security standards are properly implemented and enforced. This means that the organization should have a clear process in place for implementing technical security standards and ensuring that they are being followed. This could include regular security audits and assessments, as well as training and awareness programs for employees on how to comply with the technical security standards. It's important to note that implementing the technical security standards is not a one-time task, but rather an ongoing process. Organizations should regularly review and update their technical security standards to ensure that they are still aligned with industry standards, relevant to the organization's needs and effective in protecting the organization's systems and networks. In summary, Control 133 is about making sure that the cybersecurity policies and procedures are supported by technical security standards, that these standards are aligned with industry standards and best practices, that they are properly implemented and enforced, and that they are regularly reviewed and updated. This will help organizations protect their sensitive information and systems, and comply with laws and regulations. Organizations should ensure that their technical security standards cover all aspects of their IT environment, including servers, workstations, mobile devices, cloud infrastructure, and network devices. This will help ensure that all systems and networks are protected and that there are no gaps in security coverage. Organizations should also establish a process for testing and evaluating new technologies to ensure that they meet the organization's technical security standards. This could include testing new software and hardware in a lab environment before deploying it to production systems, and conducting regular vulnerability scans and penetration testing to identify any security weaknesses. Organizations should consider using security automation tools to help implement and enforce technical security standards. For example, using configuration management and vulnerability management tools can help organizations ensure that systems are configured securely and that vulnerabilities are identified and remediated in a timely manner. Organizations should also consider using incident response plan to handle any incidents and breaches that may happen. The incident response plan should be aligned with the technical security standards, and incident response procedures should be tested regularly to ensure they are effective and efficient. Organizations should also establish a process for updating and maintaining the technical security standards. This will help to ensure that the standards remain relevant and effective in protecting the organization's systems and networks. Overall, it's important to understand that Control 133 is a critical component of an organization's cybersecurity program. By ensuring that the cybersecurity policies and procedures are supported by technical security standards, organizations can protect their sensitive information and systems, and comply with laws and regulations. Here's an example of how an organization might implement Control 133 with a focus on the technical security standards and tools to solve the tasks with guidance. The organization is responsible for managing sensitive national security information and must comply with the NCA/ECC standard. To comply with Control 133, the authority establishes the following. Identifying technical security standards. The authority conducts a thorough review of relevant industry standards such as NIST, ISO, and COBIT, and government regulations specific to national security information. They also take into consideration their specific requirements and the technology they use. Development of technical security standards. Based on the standards and regulations identified, the authority develops technical security standards for all aspects of their IT environment, including servers, workstations, mobile devices, cloud infrastructure, and network devices. These standards include Data Encryption Standard. a standard that ensures that all sensitive data is encrypted at rest and in transit. Tools such as BitLocker, Veracrypt, or Lux can be used to encrypt data on Windows, Linux, and Mac devices. Secure Configuration Standard, a standard that ensures that all systems and devices are configured securely, with the latest security patches, and with least privilege access. Tools such as Tripwire, OpenSCAP, or Nessus can be used to scan systems for vulnerabilities and ensure they are configured securely. Regular Security Assessments and Audits Standard, a standard that requires regular security assessments and audits to identify vulnerabilities and track compliance with the other standards. Tools such as Nessus, OpenVAS, or Nmap can be used to conduct vulnerability scans and penetration testing. Implementation and Enforcement. The authority establishes a clear process for implementing and enforcing the technical security standards, which includes regular security assessments, vulnerability scans and penetration testing, incident response planning, and regular training and awareness programs for employees on how to comply with the standards. Regular review and update. The authority establishes a process for regularly reviewing and updating the technical security standards. This is to ensure that the standards remain aligned with industry standards, relevant to their specific requirements, and effective in protecting their systems and networks. By following this process, the organization can ensure that their cybersecurity policies and procedures are supported by technical security standards that align with industry standards and government regulations. These standards will provide a foundation for protecting sensitive national security information and complying with the NCAECC standard. And using the proper tools to assist in implementing and maintaining the standards will increase the efficiency and effectiveness of the process.